the battle is on. Mars versus Venus is Friday, guys. Want to say welcome to it. This is the breakfast party. For those of you now tuning in, we know a lot of you all tune in just for on a Thursday, well, on a Friday, sorry, right in time to hear what's going on. I saw some comments yesterday, last week on the YouTube, on the Facebook. Oh gosh, the Instagram. I'm telling you, I want to call all of them. Wait, oh God, it's back. Thank God, I couldn't wait. But I bought down this and I gave it.
All right.
Oh, the art form is glad it's done, so we get what are they doing, right?
We welcome the beautiful ladies, the gladiators, and of course the Spartans. Can't live with them, can't live without them. And today, passion versus stability. A little earlier, I created a scenario of a woman, you know, Prince Charming, man to make you flutter, love on the brain. And versus a ordinary man, but you have everything that you want, but your heart don't flutter as much.
You don't get the butterflies.
You don't get the butterflies. You know, you love him, but you're not in love with him. Versus you're in love. Versus, as I said, this kind of man is the man that, you know, you will never get to see the world. He's a humble man from humble beginnings.
Baby, I'll take you.
And will have humble endings.
I will take your Toko, baby.
Nah.
To take our drive down Toko.
So now Jaiga will fix it up for these Spartans.
Well, it's pretty simple, guys. The choices, that is between two beautiful women. You are currently, as we say in Trinidad, chatting up two girls. Yes, and both of them interested in you. You trying to make that decision as to who the one you gonna, you know, spend the rest of your life with. One looks like a cross between Jennifer Lopez,
Stay away from that.
Kim Kardashian.
No. I don't know part of that. No part of that.
Nice skin like Wendy Fitzwilliams.
Ooh, baby.
Nice crossbreed. Ooh. You know she will make beautiful kids.
You know I love me some oily skin, baby.
Right?
Yeah.
Teeth perfect.
Oily skin.
We're talking about when you go out, when you all go on a date. Every time
man.
you walk somewhere, every man is good.
Oh, Jaiga Geshi.
Hey, my brother! Yeah, get you! Right?
Oh, what the hell you get she?
Right? But she have the IQ of a lizard.
Ooh.
Lizard, boy?
A lizard.
IQ of a lizard.
Lizard
I
smart.
think I know.
There are some smart lizards out there.
You trying to convince yourself. IQ of a lizard. When I say that, I hope nobody takes offense, but meaning that she's not too articulate. She can carry a full-length conversation.
Not too much ambition, but damn, she look good.
She's look real good. She do her jobs here and there, just anywhere.
Yeah.
Her jobs anywhere. Sometimes she's a work on some mall food court.
Yeah.
Then
Pennywise.
but then they let she go from Pennywise because
She's Stephen Deodorant.
no, God, no. Nah.
Damn, she look good.
Stop doing that. It had no teeth and nothing. Yeah.
You just get sent home for Tiffany.
Oh God, boy, don't do that now. Oh God, don't do that now. Right? In a nutshell, guys, she's not, as I said, not too articulate. You know, when you invite her home to the farm, she's normally going to play with her nieces. Right. She don't really have grown-up conversations. If you ask her about what's going on, current affairs, yeah, so is the president of Trinidad
we going and play all for us?
Yeah, if she asks her, is the president of Trinidad and Tobago, she tell her Rudy because she hear Rudy read a story about the president, not really understanding he was not the president.
She could cook.
Right?
No.
Versus a
she
young
cook?
lady.
Damn, she look good.
But she's looking real good now. Talking about what she meant. Anything she put on a sweatpants to go on the road. It's ball and screaming, scratching her
But
head.
she could cook.
Hold on.
Damn, she look good.
Versus a young lady who, what we call average.
Average.
No big set of curves. Mostly
She's
4
not a
days.
glam girl.
No, 4 days a week she looks like she's celebrating emancipation. That's a dress code. Oh.
That could change, man. That could change.
I hope that's not a racist
change.
statement, guys.
I
Do
could
not
change with
call
time.
and carry on. You know, you're quick to call and tell me. She's not into the whole that. But keeps a nice home. You understand?
Ambitious. Have a master's.
Reads a lot. When the night come home, you glide with the boys. You had a couple stag and they reach home and they feeling frisky. She's reading a book, a big cover, hardcover book.
When they make mistake and thing, when they say, well, we go, she said, we will go, Rodel. We will go.
All right? That type of person. You know she has ambition. She's going to be stable. More than likely, she's in the 92 percentile chance of being very successful for the rest of her life moving forward. All right?
So we're talking passion versus stability today.
Guys, what will you do?
A lot of messages already. Stability any day. I've done the in love and poverty thing.
Wow.
Oh, why are they calling it in love? Why are they calling it in love and poverty? Nah, man.
The stresses of
Nice
life.
name of a play, Nikki.
Yes.
Love and poverty.
poverty.
Oh, God. I can see it, Nikki.
The
Run,
stresses
Penny.
of life
Write it.
turns. The stresses of life turns feeling into misery. Eka.
Nikki, write
You
that
was
play
never in
now.
love, man.
Nikki, write that play now. You and Penny. Love.
Morning,
poverty.
long time no talk. Give me humble, average, emancipation girl any day. I need someone who I could talk to. Look, says just for the boys, says Chico. Kamisha say, a lizard you say, you know. It's a lizard you say.
Yeah.
Devan says, I think without passion and a little crazy, it makes no sense going for boredom. Money is overrated. The best experiences I've ever had was free.
Pepper.
Roundabout.
Pepper.
Morning, Trisha. Sashal says, I was in that exact situation already, and I chose passion over stability. After a while, the passion started getting comfortable and stopped pushing himself. So next rounds, I'm choosing stability. That's a good point. The passion.
Now, let me do straight. Let me do
So
straight.
what-
You can't go
Passion.
too far.
So wait.
Let me don't try and talk about how long the passion will last and all that.
That one
No.
not what I said.
That is not the argument today, buddy.
No,
Let me don't go down that
women
road.
and them saying eventually passion is going to die. So you will always choose stability over passion.
Not necessarily. We're talking about listen. People need to understand the question is very simple. We're talking in a no scenario. All this trying to think and the next argument gonna
They
come
must
is
think down the road.
the next argument somebody's gonna bring is, well, with the passion, maybe I can encourage him to go to school and we ain't
No.
talking all of that.
Straight
buddy.
out, you have a
Straight
choice.
up, you have a choice. We just
Okay,
want to know
yeah.
your choice.
I will stick with my passion. I don't care. I love my ugly man. I'm going down die hard with my broke man.
Hey.
Both are we eating fig and saltfish for my birthday. No kind of love passion from stability. Stability, stay where you are. Please, I need
that?
love.
She's a rasta.
Who's
Vic,
that?
I'm going down with
Yeah,
you,
Chris.
love. Yeah, that the same one
I
with
know the
Vic.
same one with-
Yeah, that Victor. And Kay and Victor.
Yeah, and Victor, you want to
Yeah,
win?
yeah. He going away. Or going.
But and you was
Morning,
curling
Miss
the man
Jen.
going away, girl. You wicked though.
Oh, Hannah, plenty love to you from Miss Chin. Larry says, Nikki, a humble man could carry his queen any day. Once all you're going down, ride or die, the rest of the world is nothing to travel. Code is love. Say morning to friends alive for a minute.
He spelled that love L-U-V, eh?
Love.
Kind of love, eh? It's that kind of love.
Trisha says, well, yeah, no, I will have to stay poor and struggling, you know. I will stay with my poor, good-looking
Ay, ay,
man and struggle
ay,
with him.
Trisha.
Passion for me. Give me the,
Code.
well, you know what I choosing, right?
Is that you?
I was in that kind of situation before. This before I met Jerry. I was with this man who was a big executive, young guy, a lot of ambition.
Uh-huh.
But oh God, boring. Boring.
They couldn't that boring. They couldn't even
I
fix.
stayed with him for almost 3 years and I said,
Is he in
I
plant? Is he
tried.
in plant, man?
No.
Nah, that shows the real man in us.
Real man.
Hello, I was in relationships.
Come on, Rudy. You
You make me
asking
sound
me.
like a mattress.
He's on ages.
No, I never said you were a mattress.
I pick until I pick the right one. I run in.
The real man in us.
You had to say plant
Shady
man was
plant
boring
man.
too.
Plant.
Real man.
But the same
Shows a 1,000
stories.
step.
You
Real
could have
man.
stayed with the
shows
plant man. Or you could have a big greenhouse in some stretch up in Santa
the-
Cruz.
All no, she
Can
could have
I-
hold undercover.
Yeah.
Can I give my story?
It could have been Nikki's undercover. But no. She was a Marine.
You see how it's unfair? Them ain't talking about how much woman them are. Jaiga, when he had one wife in his
Entire life, bro.
life, had one girlfriend.
One, bro.
Since 16, he was
One,
Sam.
bro. One, bro.
All right. But this fella had real ambition. He was making some big monies,
Pesos.
right?
Big money moves. Money moves.
Money moves. The company relocated him to another country.
I don't know. You could have been living
Me.
in some, but
But I remember staying one of the islands he was living at the time. And he went to work. Of course, those fellas kind of work 12-hour days. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't reach those kind of CEO kind of levels on your work. He was CEO for the Caribbean for a bank. What? Yeah. And would work 12-hour shifts. And by the time you come home, it's just to eat and pass out. And then one of those up 5 in the morning and going again. Mm-hmm. And I remember staying in the house going, by the pool by myself.
You do all them things, boy?
By the pool by myself, big house, 4-bedroom house. If I need anything, I can. And I just said, but me can't do this. Me cannot do that. And one of those that want to encourage you to stay home. I was not a stay-home girl, but I wouldn't have had to work. Uh-huh. But it was boring. It was, I as a girl like to talk. And by the time he reach home, he can't talk, he's tired. And go and sleep.
But you could make it exciting.
I tried, you know.
Invite some girlfriends.
Right? No, that's a little too exciting.
A little like excitement then?
You see how you go into a whole next thing. If I have to bring woman into the relationship to find that passion, something wrong.
You really don't like
something
excitement?
Wrong.
Wow. You excitement and joke, Nikki.
Give me money, looks, and passion don't pay bills.
Hold on. Hello.
Morning.
Lost that one.
Darian send message, no man. I will stick with passion because I will cause infidelity. It will cause infidelity after a while, says Rochelle. Yeah. I was at that stage. I was at the stage. Yeah, almost. And then I realized, no.
In the man house? Well, they say you still live in yours.
No, I find this not making sense. This not making. When you start to get warning ideas in here, but that fella look baddish. I said, wait.
You was watching the pool man and thing.
That's how you end up with the pool man, because you're there in this big house and there's only the pool. And some pool man, you know, hey, Angelo with a big chest. How come them pool man does have big chest and thing and look greased up so? You could buy toys. They're talking about Lego toys, children. Lego toys. Passion is deceitful, says Joey. It plays on your emotional vulnerability. In this day and age where I working towards stability for myself and my next generation, stability is my option.
But boy, if you are your own stability, then would the passion work? Because it's something to me like you're kind of dependent on this person to give you stability.
No, you're not dependent on them to give you stability.
But you had to have your own stability at the end of the day.
Yeah, but it makes no sense if you going towards a goal and the other partner don't have the same goals as you.
Yeah, what I'm going and
stability.
Yeah, buddy, all they don't go in the argument to talk about what's going to look good in the long term. And come on. We asking the straightforward question.
You have a choice.
No. You have to choose who you're choosing.
Good morning, guys.
Morning, honey.
I don't know about other ladies, but I rather cry in a mansion than in a shack in Vancouver.
All right. She said, yeah, what she said, she better cry in a mansion
than a shack in Vancouver.
In other words, all your man is dog. So, it's better you go with the one with the mansion.
If you don't want to cry in a shack in
Vancouver. That's a meme she get that from, man. I find that some of them memes is real garbage, you know. People just write things just to facilitate a particular situation, eh? Yeah, argument. I rather cry in a mansion than a shop in Vancouver. She forgetting the fact that you're crying.
If you don't want to cry in a,
shack
in Vancouver.
That's a point that either way she's going to cry.
Indigo Martin, you can cry there.
Come, wait.
Morning, guys.
Neighbor.
I have been in both situations, and coming out of that, because I am an ambitious person, I would choose stability over passion. I cannot be with somebody who is just comfortable being a packer and not trying to upgrade themselves and become a cashier and then head cashier. No. Both of we had a grind the same way. Man trainable. So I go take this stable man and I go train him to be passionate.
But you go train a man to be passionate, boy. I don't think we can train man. You either have it or you don't have it. They have man who is turning you on and have man who do nothing.
Wait, she need an intervention, eh?
Wow, neighbor, wow.
Neighbor needs an intervention.
Right.
She been in all these situations. Neighbor, man, anyway.
You can't encourage them. If they don't have ambition for themselves, you can't encourage them to do nothing.
One of them started to jump
Why
out.
we saying that the fella with the passion have no ambition?
Well, that was what
That
we
is
were
what we said.
painting.
The argument is the person with the passion.
Just,
Yeah, but
you know,
I thought he
you
just
have much
broke.
to
He
offer
work-
you.
So he not working towards something. at
No,
all, at
no,
all?
no, you're getting
How does-
technical.
You're getting
He just love
technical.
you?
No, not
Yeah, but you know it
he
have
in-
man so
Yo, he in
Roddy.
love, yeah,
No
alone in
ambition,
Roddy.
ladies, we know them. He very prepared to stay home on the couch and look
Nah, nah,
pretty
nah,
and
nah,
wait
nah,
for
Hold
you.
on, not only
And
he
wait
have-
for you to come back.
He love you, the love we talking about. We talking about every time you look at him is a
God, he
weakness
make-
in him.
Every time you go and tell him, get out that couch and go and look for a job.
And he's wake up
And
and
he
I want
have
to-
a way
when he
to
wake
sit
up in
down
the
on the
morning,
couch, ladies.
No, and when he wake up in the morning, he pull that blanket and he get that look and he bite that bottom.
Aye.
And just when you're walking away in vexation, he grab your knee.
And
just put
he
your
pull
hand
you
and
back
clap
in
in there and
bed.
pull you back. Oh,
And he
God,
tell
you
you-
late, you're going to work late. You're going to work late.
Where you going? No, he had no job. He had nowhere to go.
But you going to work late.
And you late because you going, hey.
Morning.
Hello.
Where you going?
Morgan man here. Give me any girl, yes? Once I get a girl, I good.
Oh, you fucking hungry,
Daddy!
sir?
Hey!
Give me any girl.
Daddy, where you doing, man?
Let me have a girl leave before we go.
Here was the problem with that for me, eh? You see a boring man and I couldn't tell you, he into all that, so that means he ugly. A boring, ugly man is too much of a struggle. You have to pick one. Because now, you end up with a woman that another person find is something to look at. So you have to jump out yourself now. So a boring, ugly man that's had to jump out himself is a little too much to deal with.
Wow. They see all they going on a different road. You see, we didn't clear it up. We not
Wow.
the man, the regular dude is not necessarily ugly though. We never
Irregular.
We never put look something into it.
Yes, we did.
He's just
We put looks into
yeah,
it.
irregular.
You did.
Looks have a lot to do with it.
He's
and
just
irregular. You know the kind of fella ladies when you go and the girls go, what you seeing here, girl?
I'm trying to get two comparisons, but I'm frightened to call him next time I get coffee in my face.
Yes, you will get
Alright?
to look on no
We're
name.
talking about if you want to make a comparison. Alright, let me do
Serious, so Nikki, I need stability. That passion cannot take me. She want to go on a Mediterranean cruise, yes? She say passion can't take
I'll
you on
find a
no
comparison.
Mediterranean. Who?
For a comparison. Let's say, ladies, one is Denzel. The man with who you just can't get keep your hands off of who every time he smile and open his mouth, every time he come out the bathroom, it's just Denzel. The next one is Pro.
Oh, Jaiga. Oh.
Struggling DJ.
Bro, have a panel man, he just do his thing, Jed.
Yeah, you have a
Man just do his thing.
When my brother was, I'm a soul there.
yeah, but
man.
Pro is it's the kind of man, ladies, like you're going
He
to work
regular,
and
but he doing things. He doing things. Pro doing things.
you don't mind paying the bills. Them kind of man.
But you hear the comparison. Pro is the one with who progressive. Pro is the progressive one in the argument. I'm just talking about, I'm trying to paint a picture for the people out there because they're not understanding. We
So
talking
Denzel
about
is the laid back one?
Denzel is the one who home.
Right, he's the
Who
one
touching you on
stretching.
your ankle.
Right.
When he just brisk your back, like, you know, when he just brisk, Nikki, you know that part where you just take your hand and you just, not a grab, you know, just a little
Oh, Lord.
enjoy him while just pass it on your back to tell you have a
Oh,
good day.
Lord.
You're looking to put on your hand back and turn back inside. That Denzel.
Yeah.
And the other one who out there every day, as you say, in the panel,
Hustling.
she hustling, making it happen. If you miss a payment, he could get that money. Bro, but you regular. Bro, he's not bad looking dude. He just regs. He just regular.
Regular.
dude.
Hey, boy, pro, boy.
That's reg.
Look, with that level, yeah. Yeah,
No, it's still looking to put me back and I never
we,
say nothing wrong with the
we
man.
go
I
put
say
you
he
in
regular.
that. You open your mouth and call pro.
Well, he said
and
pro
we
is
have
the
you
partner,
with.
so you can do that.
Yeah.
But he's a regular dude.
Yeah.
Pro regs. He that's cool. You know, that's
boy, pro,
cool.
boy. Yeah, boy, pro.
Cool guy.
Yeah, bro.
You trying to make it into something.
Me, how,
Daddy.
how?
The tone of your voice, but
There's a tone.
There's a tone. Nothing wrong with the man,
Pick
Dread.
somebody else, man. Pick somebody else.
I will think about it.